But what's that feel like to, senior day and all that for those seniors and all that? What's it feel like to do?
Man, it just felt good coming in with them guys and them guys just teaching us younger guys the way, man. They really did a great job at doing that and just like being able to perform and just leave them as their last game here at Memorial Stadium as a dub. It was really great.
When Caden got injured, was there kind of a moment where you realized like maybe I have to step up for this offense?
I'll say I kind of been doing that ever since camp and in spring. I was kind of always just trying to rely on my rules and principles and just trying to be the best me each and every day.
Seems to me you get stronger as the game goes on. Is that how you feel? You kind of can be a second half back almost.
I feel like I just need to just keep on relying on my rules and principles and just keep on saying what the O-line, how they blocking things up front, and just trusting them guys to do their job just like how they trust me to do my job.
You seem. Oh, I'm sorry. Go. I'm sorry.
Is there something you see in the second half that and how things are developing in the game that make you effective?
I just say Coach Ward. So we sub a lot, and Coach Ward, he does a great job of just keeping us like fresh and fresh legs. I mean, you can do a lot of fresh legs, as y'all see.
Seems like you're a natural at the 1 yard line, plunging into the end zone. Seems like you're hard to stop. Do you have fun with those kind of like goal line touchdowns?
Oh, yes, sir. I think you have fun with like any type of touchdown. I mean, it's always fun scoring in the game.
Yeah.
How exciting are these next couple games to really add to what's been a great season?
We just got to just keep on being TSD, playing with our edge, and just keep on being the best us each and every day.
What's the key for this team, going on the road basically for the next two games to have success there?
Just keeping poise in the noise, man, and just relying on our rules and principles and just being the best us out there on the field. I mean, we don't got to get out there and make nothing up. We need to just keep on relying on our coaches to call, and we just go out there and execute.
Coach B keeps mentioning you've been through some things here. Is he talking about injuries, or is he talking about there's things on the field, or it's all on the field?
Oh, yes, sir. It's been both. I mean, I kind of been through a lot through my past, but I mean, I don't let that show each and every day. I mean, I just come in and just try to keep on going.
Do you feel like you've overcome some things this year that maybe were higher obstacles than maybe people like they were?
Yes, sir. I'll say definitely adversity. Because
Okay.
when I got hurt my first and my second year and third year, I definitely faced a lot of adversity. So, I mean, it was kind of hard for, like, people to come back from them type of injuries. So, I mean, I just stayed in my head and just staying with my boys, Coach Ward, my family, Coach B, the coaches, JB and their staff, Coach Hank and his staff. They all just kept me in tune with myself and just kept pushing me to come back great.
You've had 2 years with Coach Ward. What's he meant for you personally?
Coach Ward, that's my guy. I mean, if I can call Coach Ward if I'm struggling with like picking up a blitz or just like wanting to just look over it somewhere,
Sure.
I'll call Coach Ward probably at like 11 p.m. and he's going to answer the phone. I mean, he just helped me out, man. Coach Ward is a great dad figure in somebody's life, and that's what he is.
Are you a willing blocker? Do you like blocking, or is it something that you have to grow into that?
I'll definitely say I love the block.
You do?
Yes, sir. I love blocking. Just blocking in the game and pin somebody on their back, and you really do have fun with it.
Bielema's had a lot of great running backs. He's had Monte, like at his Wisconsin days, like Monte Ball, Melvin Gordon. Does he ever like bring up like all the great running backs that he's had in his career?
Sometimes, I mean, but I kind of already know about Coach B past, so I already know about the great vets before I came up here, and just getting the experience to learn from Coach B and him bringing in Coach Ward to help with my type of learning. I mean, that's great.
And the Michigan State offense just seemed a little more explosive. What do you think was the difference? Why was it so good this week and maybe not Minnesota or Oregon? What worked against Sparty?
Just being fresh. I felt like in the second half, we were all fresh, so I feel like we could all did it.
Josh, can you walk? Coach B always talks about like you were the first guy from high school that he offered when he got here. Can you walk me through like the relationship that you two have and kind of how that's grown and getting to where it is?
Like how it started.
Just kind of, how it started and I guess what it means to you to be, it sounds like it's a really close relationship.
So Coach B, he knew my high school head coach, Coach K, back in the time. And Coach K, he had told me, he was like, I got a man that's going to call you and y'all going to talk on the phone. So this is like at 6 o'clock in the morning. So I'm waking up out my sleep taking this phone call. So I call, it's Coach B, he calls me. He's like, I want to offer you to the University of Illinois. And so, you know what I mean? I Google Illinois. I'm like, Illinois. I'm like, how far is that? So it's probably like a 11-hour, 12-hour ride up here. And my family, they don't like to really fly. they love to drive. So if they drive, they come deep. So my family, so we drove up here the first time. This was like my freshman year. So we get up here, and just getting up here, my family, first time we get here, we go up in Coach B's meeting room, and the whole family just sat there, and we was able to just talk and just form a whole like bond, connection with Coach B.
How's that grown from then to now?
I'll definitely say, like, man, like Coach B, that's my guy. We like this. Like, I can always rely on Coach B for anything.
I mean, obviously we talked a lot about the 2 years you had, and it seems like he never gave up. Like, he never lost faith. He always really hyped you up. Like, what was that like to have that, knowing that like the head coach is still?
Man, just having a head coach that believes in you, man. I mean, that really does mean a lot, because whenever he believes in you, you gotta just keep on believing in him, and then y'all just get tight.
What about Illinois don't you like that you didn't know about before? What is there? Was the weather worse than you thought it would be, or anything like that?
I'll definitely say my freshman year. So I walked out of Wasaja one day, and I was just like, it's snowing on the ground, and I'm dressed in shorts and a shirt. So I had to hurry up, run back up, throw on a jacket and some sweats and some shoes, get here to the facility so I wouldn't be late. But I'll definitely say just the weather part. But other than that, it's
Have you seen snow before you got here?
No, sir.
So
Never.
this is it.
Yes, sir.
You good with it now?
Yes, sir.
Now
I
go
love
skiing
snow.
now?
Yes, sir.
Okay, thanks.
You've talked in the past about your rules and principles. Can you kind of walk me through what are those rules and principles that you have for yourself?
For myself?
Yeah.
Just doing my job, just doing my 111, just trying to be the best me out there. Because I know them boys got a job and they rely on me to do my job, so I just go out there and just make sure I do my job.
Are there other rules and principles that you've gathered from other people, like Coach B or just the coaching staff? What kind of?
Yeah,
things are
so
those?
seeing what Coach Ward sees in film, I mean, Coach Ward, he sees a lot in film, like things like you don't know, like starting from the front, if it's 3 down, 4 down, I mean, he gonna help you know if it's an under or over G, under G, just seeing like if it's a stack look between the nickel and the safety out there. And then just knowing if it's a cat finna come. Coach Ward really does help me a lot in pass protection and in just my running rule principles.
Quick question just about your tattoos. What do they mean to you?
Yeah, so this tattoo, this is my grandma, and my grandma, she always mean a lot to me. This is my special lady, so this is my grandma, and that's the day she passed in 2020, on March 9th. And OTF, this only the family. So only the family, I mean,
Only the family.
yeah. So I'm pretty tired of my family. And then this one say only God can judge me, with like the praying hands and the cross. That's it.
Beautiful.
Hey, Josh, during those times where those nagging injuries you kept going through, what kept you going during those times? Were there certain players or coaches that helped you get through that?
I'll definitely say everybody in this facility, my family, and just keeping faith with God. I mean, they definitely did show me and help me a lot through all that adversity.
How satisfying is it to have the year that you're having this year?
Just finding success on the field, I mean, that's really does mean a lot. I mean, that's what we come to college to do. I mean, once you come out of high school and then you become a freshman, I mean, that's what you really want to do, get out there on the field early and start making plays. But I mean, sometimes things don't happen like that, but you just keep on believing and trusting God.
After that Penn State game your freshman year, did expectations go through the roof after that?
Yes, sir. I definitely have high expectations on myself, but I still hold myself to expectations today.
Thanks, Josh.